Hello and good evening, folks. Welcome to some Wednesday night hockey here. Boy, do we have a great matchup in store for you tonight. The two top teams in the Canada division right now, the Toronto Royals, get ready to take on the Montreal Mammoths. Warm-ups are over and we are ready at center ice. Both teams came away with wins on Monday night. Montreal with an overtime victory over New York. Toronto a regulation victory over the Stallions at home. Now both teams meet here. Top two teams in the Canada division ready to go. Puck down low, Lackinen up to Shegstead. Can't get a shot through. Johansson will take it. Get it up to Kawaguchi, over to Jeremiah. Jeremiah sticked away at the blue line, and now Ely will take it. Evgeny Ely turned it over there. Puck will come on net, and Winters now with it. Kawaguchi over to Olsen. Olsen sticked away there, and Lars Shegstead will take it. Evgeny Ely now across the blue line. Ely to the middle, can't get a shot away, and Olsen will take it. As it was cleared away to the far boards, Olsen will just flip it in. Look to go on the forecheck. Vincent up to Shegstead, over to Winters. Knocked away, out of the zone though, as Johansson brings it in off sides. So now Sylvester Sokolov into the zone, loses the puck there, and Arvidsson will take away. Arvidsson to the blue line. He'll continue. Arvidsson skates down, loses the puck. Marshall behind the net, in front to Allard. Allard to the middle, can't get anything there. Puck comes up the boards where Marshall will have it. And now Allard. Allard's going to trip. Couldn't tell who that was for. Was it Shegstead? I believe it was. Either way, we will head to the power play. Is Lane Allard guilty there? So now an opportunity here on the power play. Partanen, shot stop there. Oh, and then on the backhand, Sokolov denied by Belotis. Puck comes up to the point. Turned over there. And Costa's going to be tripped up. So Sylvester Sokolov going to be guilty as we'll go to 4-on-4 play here. Marshall wins it. Johansson turned over to Stephenson. Acho now with it. Acho across the red line. Jean-Gabriel Acho sticked away. That'll now come behind the net. Acho pressed there by a couple of Royals. Now Marshall up ahead to Olsen. Olsen on the attack. Across the red line into the zone. Olsen pulls up. Tried to get it to the middle, and Stephenson will intercept. And Brewster now with it. Goes cross ice to Stephenson. Up to Ely. Ely across the line. Stephenson tipped away, and now Marshall up to Svensson. Svensson pulls up in the neutral zone, then feeds it over to Marshall. Marshall loses it there, and Stephenson. Marshall behind the net. Marshall, off the post with the backhand there. Good attempt for Cade Marshall. Olsen then, glove by Zavina. And 16 seconds of 4-on-4 time left here. Just crossed in the 5-minute mark. Gone here in the first period. Face off here, and it'll be won by Vincent. Up to Winters. Now to Ely. Ely into the zone. Over to Acho. Stopped there by Belotis, and he will hold right there as Toronto will now be on the power play as the Allard penalty comes off the board. So now Kawaguchi with 13 seconds left on the power play. So not much time, but see if they can get in the zone and get things set up for Montreal can really get set with their 5-on-5. But it's won by Lackinen, taken away by Jeremiah. Up ice to Arvidsson. With Kawaguchi going to the net, Arvidsson's going to be tripped up. So now an opportunity here. Arvidsson over to Kawaguchi. He scores! So Victor Kawaguchi was behind Dayton Helm by a goal for the league leading goals, and now he ties it up here. Kawaguchi now will take the puck. Kawaguchi, one-timer there to Olsen, and it's denied. Comes to the near boards. Continue to battle there along the near boards here. Puck is loosened up, and now Vincent to Winters. Winters up to Shagstead. Shagstead now second in the league in points, as Barney Simonson has overtaken him with 31 points. Shagstead currently sitting at 30, in a tie with Anderson and King, both from Boston. Johansson now available to get it up ice to Kawaguchi. He'll retreat in the neutral zone and then gets it over to Olsen. Olsen will retreat a step and then get it over to Kawaguchi. Kawaguchi enters the zone, tries to drag it through, knocked away. Alexanderson flips it up to Kawaguchi, over to Ostergaard. Blocker save there, and Zavina will dive on top of it and get the save there. Kawaguchi also in the top 10 for points in the league, now sitting at 29. Actually tied for 5th at the moment. Jeremiah just outside that top 10, sitting at 26 points for his line mate. Fetisov now with the puck. Over to Costa. Costa retreats on the far boards. Svensson down low to Ostergaard, up to Fetisov, blockered away there. De Laurent turns. Duda able to get around Svensson and then flipped in. Tebow up to Fetisov. Fetisov sticked away there, and Shagstead will take away. Shagstead then loses it. Tebow with it. Tebow hammered there. Medved into the zone, and he gets hammered. Sokolov over to Svensson. Svensson into the zone. Goodman Svensson in front. Oh, and it's denied there. Ostergaard with a good opportunity, and Zavina will hold right there. Medved against Shagstead. Puck loose there, and Hughes will have it. Hughes trying to bring it out from the corner. He'll kick it up the boards. Cousins up high to Johansson, over to Alexanderson, now to Medved. Backhand denied there. Long with the shot that just goes wide. Hughes now on it for Montreal. Blocker save there by Belotis, and Johansson able to clear it away from danger. And a shot there, blockered away. And they'll come to the near boards and exit the zone. Alexanderson to Johansson. Johansson into the zone. Arvidsson to Allard. Oh, and he couldn't jam it home against Zavina, and he'll hold right there. Alexanderson now to Johansson with a slap shot glove by Zavina, and he will hold right there. Face-off won by Montreal. Winters to Vincent. Vincent retreats in his own zone and now looks to get it up ahead. He'll get it to Winters. Winters now to Babcock. Babcock into the zone. Loses it there. Alexanderson up to Marshall. Marshall from the red line and in. Puck will be sent up to Babcock. Now to Kovalev. Valeri Kovalev sticked away. Kovalev that in front. Oh, and denied there was Dubois. Puck hops in the air, and Belotis able to catch it easily with the glove and get the stoppage there. Johansson now in his own zone, gets it up to Ostergaard. 6:20 left here in the first. Shagstead now with the puck. Evenly knocked away. Ostergaard with it. Winters now with the puck. Gets it up to Ely. Shakestead with a shot that gets deflected and ends up behind the cage. Lackinen then in front to Ely, denied. Lackinen back behind the net again. Rolls out in front and Alexanderson will take it. Alexanderson to Fetisov. Goes behind the cage. And now Vincent taken away by Jeremiah. Up to the point to DeBow. DeBow walks down. Olsen with a slap shot blocked away by Zavina. Lackinen now up ice to Shakestead. To Winters. Loses it there. Alexanderson now to Jeremiah. Jeremiah trying to feed it up ice to Kawaguchi. And now Kawaguchi with it in the neutral zone. Tries to enter against 4 Mammoths and loses the puck there. Winters now with the puck up to Duda. Duda will continue to skate, get to the middle to De Laron. Oh, and off the post, and then it's batted there by by Mikhailov, and he's unable to bat it home. So good opportunities there. Kawaguchi into the zone. They'll continue to carry. They'll be down low and lose the puck there to De Laron. Mikhailov now with it up to Hughes. Hughes sticked away there. Jeremiah able to clear. Arvidsson will be on it. And then he loses the puck there in the neutral zone. Arvidsson able to get back on it as he waits for his line mates to get on the ice. They go off for a change now. Arvidsson. Alexanderson to Allard. And Allard will score. So from that high slot, Lane Allard able to deliver one past the netminder there. Alexanderson and Arvidsson will get the assists on the play. Face-off won by Montreal. Puck will be sent in. Puck rims all the way around where Thibault will have it. Under 90 seconds now left here in the first. Marshall across the line, bodied there. Partanen, up ice to Acho. Acho goes to Shakestead. Shakestead stops up. Now Acho with a shot can't get through, and Svensson going to be tripped up there. So Acho guilty of the penalty there. Face-off won by Montreal. Shakestead will be able to flip that one in. Puck will end up along the inboards. Olsen now with it up to Costa. Over to Thibault. Ostergaard tried to feed it to the middle. Costa on the backhand. Can't get it home. And now from Marshall, denied there. Costa up to Olsen. Now to Marshall. Tried to get it down low, and it'll end up going off target there and be flipped out by Montreal. 14 seconds now left here in the period. Marshall to the red line. Marshall will carry. 5 seconds now. To Olsen, up to Thibault. Last opportunity. And they score with 1.3 on the board. Finn Ostergaard on the power play. And so a power play goal right at the end of the period gives Toronto a 3-0 first period lead. A great first period for the Royals here on the road. Montreal will try to answer back as we take you to the first intermission, and we'll be right back after this. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. We are here for game one of our Wednesday night doubleheader. I am Les Talk. Thank you for joining us here on a great Wednesday night from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, as the Toronto Royals, dominating the first period, have a 3-0 lead on the Mammoths here. Toronto entering with the best point score, or point total, I guess I should say, in the league. Currently sitting at 37 points. They're 5 up on Montreal in that Canada division. Montreal currently sitting in second place. Kawaguchi into the middle to Olsen. Can't get the shot through, and it'll be touched up there. So another penalty coming here against the Mammoths. Going to be a trip here on Lars Shegstead. An easy trip there. So Toronto with a power play goal to end the first period by Finn Ostergaard. They did have another goal that was going to be on a delayed call by Victor Kawaguchi in the first period. So one very close to being a power play goal, basically. But they are 1 of 2 currently on the power play tonight. Johansson to Marshall, and Marshall ahead to Costa, then loses it in the neutral zone, and a hammered there, Johansson. Costa over to Ostergaard. Back to Johansson. Marshall tried to jam it home on Zavina. Zavina looking for a bounce back period here after a tough first, where he gives up 3. Over to Svensson, to Ostergaard. Ostergaard retreats, gets it up to Costa. Costa to the blue line. Costa sticked away. Puck loose there. Partanen to Vincent, and he will clear it. Johansson now with it. Gets it up ice to Costa. Costa to Marshall. Marshall in the middle to Ostergaard. Ostergaard with a chance. Shoots it just wide. Ostergaard looking for another power play marker here tonight. Behind the net. Gets it back up to Johansson, to Svensson, to Costa. Over to Ostergaard, back to Johansson. A lot of passing here. No shots, though. Lackinen will take away. We just have 20 seconds left here on the power play for Toronto. Svensson now looking to get it up ice. He will to Marshall. Shegstead looking to get back in the play. Vincent will flip it in. And then Shegstead will return. So Montreal able to kill that one off. Delaron to the front, stop there. And then the rebound goes off the bar and high up into the air. Delaron to the middle, and then glove by Belotis, and he'll hold right there. 16:44 left here in the second. Face off here, and Shegstead wins it back. Hughes kicked out there by Belotis. Johansson to Olsen, now to Jeremiah. Jeremiah flips it in from the red line. Hughes being watched there by Kawaguchi. He'll clear it up to Franz Shegstead. Now Jean-Gabriel Acho. Unable to get through. Blocked off there. Alexanderson with the puck. Goes cross ice to Johansson. Then up ice to Jeremiah. Jeremiah sticked away there. Shegstead going to be planted against the boards there. And Olsen will take it away. Olsen turned it over. Hughes up to Mikhailov. Mikhailov to Delaron. Delaron in. Picked up behind the net by Alexanderson. Up ice to Olsen. Now to Jeremiah. Jeremiah, 5 minutes gone here in the second. Turned over there. Kawaguchi then turns it over. Delaron loses that. Alexanderson with it. He'll turn back. Go up against Johansson. Johansson up ice to Long. Long then turned over. Delaron hammered there in the neutral zone. Olsen will have it, and he'll flip in. Hughes then up ice to Duda. Boris Duda will now go on the attack. Puck flipped in, where Mikhailov will have it. He'll be met there by Cousins. Kick behind. Picked up by Svensson. Svensson on the attack. Loses the puck. Medved pressed there by Dubois. Kick to the far corner where Svensson will get it. 7 minutes gone now here. Continuous action here in the second period. Dubois to Babcock into the zone. Babcock with a chance. Sticked away by Belotis. He covered up that 5-hole. Darren Long now. Cross the red line, and he will flip in. Puck rims all the way around. Where Aaron Brewster will get it. Turned over there. Walter Arvidsson. Oh, and he clangs it off the post. Good opportunity there. Arvidsson from the point. Back to Thibault. Over to Svensson. Down low to Arvidsson. Stop there. Puck is up in the air, and then Zavina will hold that one as Marshall tried to jam it home. Ely against Marshall. Ely to M. Brewster. Now up ahead to Lackinen. Lackinen across the blue line. One-timer denied there, and then Shegstead on the doorstep can't beat Belotis. Lackinen will lose that puck, and now Marshall with it. Up to Arvidsson. Arvidsson hammered there at his own blue line. Now Ely into Shegstead. Lars Shegstead will go to the corner, and he'll be bumped off the puck. Puck is loose there. They'll continue to dig away at it. It'll come up the boards. And we'll come to Goodman Svensson over to Thibault. Now up to Ostergaard. Finn Ostergaard to the red line and in. Almost halfway through this second period. Looks like we have an injury behind the play. So Franz Shegstead down with a knee injury. So he's writhing on the ice there. He will head back. Hope it's nothing too serious for the young man. De Laurent against Kawaguchi now. Montreal with the advantage in the face-off circle thus far. Kawaguchi able to win this one though. Johansson's shot gets blocked. Puck will come out of the zone. Johansson will pick it up. He'll now advance to Kawaguchi. Backhand flip to Olsen. Olsen hammered off the puck. Alexanderson tried to get to the middle. Kawaguchi. Oh, and what a glove stop by Zavina. Great setup on the goal scorer, Kawaguchi. And it was denied there. Face off here. Kawaguchi able to win it back. Johansson will walk down. Oh, and almost set up another good scoring opportunity that time for Jeremiah. Jeremiah with the puck. Brings it in over to Olsen, and a glove stopped by Zavina in the hold right there. Alexanderson with a shot kicked out there. Puck will come free to Partanen. He'll look to clear, and he will. Alexanderson now turns, gets it over to Johansson, up to Cousins. Cousins across the blue line, tries to drag it in the middle, and Sokolov will take it away. Sylvester Sokolov to the red line. Will continue to carry, now Babcock in, loses it there. Johansson over to Cousins. Cousins to the red line, unable to get it deep though. Partanen turns back, gets it up to Sokolov. Sokolov hammered there. Puck will go deep, and now Babcock will have it. Loses the puck there. Babcock to the front, denied there. Alexanderson now with it. Goes across to Johansson. Turns it over there. Babcock kicked out there. Alexanderson will have it. He'll get it up ice to Long. Long will flip it in. Hughes will have it. Hughes pressed to the boards there. They'll dig away at each other. And now Long with it. Oh, and a good kick save there by Zavina, and he'll hold right there. 6:10 left here in the third. Toronto leading Montreal 3-0. Three first period goals. Kawaguchi, Allard, and then Ostergaard on the power play. Ely now against Fetisov. Fetisov wins it back. Svensson with a shot glove by Zavina, and he will hold right there. Fetisov now against Ely. Fetisov able to win it away. Svensson then hammered there. Shegstead will take the puck. He'll look to advance. Shegstead stops. Gets it over to Ely. Denied there. And now Fetisov gets it up to Costa. Costa to the red line and in. Puck will be sent in deep. Partanen will have it. Partanen to Ely. Ely across the blue line. Tries to flip it in deep, and Fetisov will have it. Kicked back, and Svensson will have it. Svensson up the boards, now to Costa. 4.5 left here in the second. And Brewster now for Montreal gets it up to Lackinen. Lackinen by himself. A few Royals closing in, and Thibault able to stick it away. Ostergaard pressed there, just beyond the Montreal bench. Svensson now with it, able to get it up ice. And now Ostergaard. Ostergaard into the middle, sticked away, and De Laurent will take it. De Laurent up to Duda. Duda kicked out there, and then on the rebound, Mikhailov couldn't bury it. Mikhailov to the middle. Oh, and he just put it wide. Great opportunity from Terenti Mikhailov. Fetisov into the zone, and we'll flip it in on the backhand. Picked up by Stephenson. Lay for Stephenson. Goes first skate, bodied there against the boards. De Laurent now up to Mikhailov. Mikhailov to the red line, over to Duda. Duda sticked away. They'll continue to battle there. Mikhailov over to Duda. Shot glove by Belotis. And he will hold right there. Zigmar's Belotis. With a great almost 2 periods here. See if we can close out this second with that goose egg for the Mammoths. Across from him, Kawaguchi able to win it. Olsen picks it up, gets it to Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson to Jeremiah. Jeremiah will continue to skate, go to the corner now behind the net to Kawaguchi. Looking to set something up. Jeremiah denied on the one-timer. Olsen then backhand, stopped there by Zavina. Kawaguchi will kick it to the near corner. Sigurdsson will skate down to get it. Kawaguchi behind the net, watched by Vincent. He'll kick it free to Olsen. Olsen up to the point to Bowman. Back down to Kawaguchi. Just over a minute left here in the second. Kawaguchi with it again along the far boards. When we get to the middle, Jeremiah glove by Zavina. And he'll keep play going. Vincent gets it up to Babcock. Babcock over to Winters. Winters turns it over. Olsen down to Kawaguchi. And a glove stopped there by Zavina. Looked like he had Jeremiah on that back post if Kawaguchi could have found him. Dubois skating ahead. Gets across the blue line. Pulls up. Loses the puck there, and Kawaguchi will skate onto it. 7 seconds now. Toronto looking to clear. They will. And they will flip in. And that looks like it will do it. Here, Allard to the front. Oh, and it's just stopped there right at the buzzer. So an opportunity. I believe that was Thibault on that. That was denied in front. So, no goals here in the second. We head to the third. 3-0 in favor of Toronto. Right after this. Hello, folks. Welcome back. We are ready for the third period here from Montreal. Toronto with a 3-0 lead on the Mammoths. Here at the Mammoth Center, Kawaguchi now up against Lackinen there. And Vincent into the zone. Vincent denied there. Puck is loose in the blue paint. Belotis will hold. Get it over to Johansson. Jeremiah to Alexanderson, now to Kawaguchi. Montreal looking to go on the attack here in the third as they find themselves trailing 3-0 to the Mammoths. Puck sent up the boards. Ely tried to go off the boards, and then Shegstead just in offsides. Couldn't hold up. Put the brakes on quick enough as a minute gone here in the third. Face off there, and then Olsen will pick it up for Toronto. Looked like it was won by Montreal, but Toronto now with possession. Turned over. Vincent in the neutral zone. Goes cross ice to Ely. Ely over to Vincent. Denied there. Alexanderson with the puck. He'll skate away to the corner and get it up ice to Olsen. Olsen cross the red line and in. Puck rims all the way around where Vincent will pick it up. Over to Winters. Turned over. Oh, almost turned over. Now Sokolov up to Winters. Up ice there and turned over. Johansson to Allard. And now Olsen on the attack. Olsen bodied off the puck there. Olsen now to the middle. One-timer goes wide. Olsen and Winters will face off against each other, and now Vincent will take it. Vincent up to Acho. Acho sticked away, and then Arvidsson will come in to get it. Arvidsson will retreat behind his own net, circle around, lose the puck in his own zone. Now Alexanderson on it for Toronto. Up to Marshall, they'll exit the zone. Marshall able to get around the defenseman. On net, Marshall stopped there by Zavina. Puck hops in the air and will come to the far boards where Winters will clear it. Svensson skates onto it and will just flip it into the Montreal zone. Winters on it, keeps behind his own net, goes up ice to Babcock. Babcock now to De Laurent. DeLaurent hit there. They'll continue to battle. Now Allard will have it. Allard up ice to Svensson. Svensson to Arvidsson. They'll continue to battle. Svensson now turned it over to Hughes. Over to Babcock. Babcock into the zone. Babcock with a shot stopped there by Belotis. And he will hold right there. 14:48 left in the third. Toronto with a 3-0 lead on the Mammoths here in Montreal. One more game coming up tonight between two America Division teams. So we will have the Chicago Lakers and the Boston Yachts both playing a back-to-back. Chicago was at home, and now they'll be at home again. Boston was just in Detroit, and they will be in Chicago here tonight. So Maritime Madness getting ready to go off again. The Lakers with another opportunity tonight. If they can get any points, they will be tied for the lead or take the lead in the America Division all by themselves, which would be pretty incredible from where this season started for the Lakers. Penalty coming up here on Montreal. Sent across, Bowman. Over to Costa, sticked away, and now Sigurdsson will have it. There goes Belotis out of the net. Sigurdsson into the zone. Tried to get it to the middle. Now Fetisov. Kicked away by Zavina, and he'll hold right there and get the whistle. So we trip here on Marc Dubois. Face off now, Lackinen against Kawaguchi. Kawaguchi able to win it back. Svensson into the slot, and a glove save there by Zavina. Face off here, Kawaguchi able to win it back. Johansson over to Jeremiah. Jeremiah tried to feed it out in front, and it'll get flipped out. Puck will be picked up by Svensson. He'll get it up to Johansson. Johansson ahead. Now Jeremiah. Jeremiah across the red line. Tries to drag through over to Arvidsson. Kawaguchi now behind the net. Up high to Johansson. Johansson over to Svensson. Now to Jeremiah. Jeremiah kicked out, and they score on the power play. It'll be Walter Arvidsson on the rebound there. So Jeremiah and Svensson will get the assists on the power play goal by Walter Arvidsson. So he's able to poke home the rebound there as Jeremiah put it on net to Zavina. So now a 4-0 lead here in the third. Just 12 minutes left. Montreal needing to get going quick here if they want to have any chance late here in the third. Kawaguchi with a shot glove by Zavina, and he will keep play going. Lackinen now to the red line. They'll continue to carry across the blue line. Over to Shegstad, glove by Belotis, and he will hold right there. Ely now against Marshall. Face off one there. And now Arvidsson will have it. Arvidsson across the blue line. He'll continue to carry. Tries to get to the middle, and Winters will take it away. London Winters will flip it in. Puck hits hard against the boards, and now Lackinen with the puck loose underneath. I believe that's Svensson there. And Brewster with the puck. He's bodied off there, and Arvidsson will take it. Arvidsson with a goal just moments ago on the power play. Arvidsson puts on the brakes, gets it over to Allard, can't get a shot through. Marshall now at the side of the net, up to Arvidsson, to the point, to Johansson. He'll skate down, get it to Marshall behind the net. Can't get anything going there. Arvidsson loses it there to Shegstad. Lars Shegstad halfway through this third period. Up ahead to Ely. Ely retreats, gets it over to Vincent. Vincent will retreat himself. Now get it over to Ely. Evgeny Ely on the attack to Shegstad. Shegstad to the red line and in. Johansson hammered there, and now Marshall loses the puck for a second, but able to skate back onto it, up to Allard. Allard sticked away just outside the blue line. It'll enter the zone, and Vincent will pick it up in his own zone. And Brewster now with it. And Brewster into the Toronto end. Sokolov shot stopped there. Costa up to Ostergaard. Ostergaard now, 8 minutes left. And Ostergaard will flip that out of play, so we'll go back to the neutral zone for a face-off. Upcoming. De Laurent against Fetisov. Hughes bodied there. And now Partanen. Partanen up to De Laurent, gets it up to Acho. Acho across the blue line. Tries to drive through Acho. Denied there by Belotis. Alexanderson pressed to the boards by Sokolov. Kicked behind the boards. It'll be picked up by Johansson. Johansson will continue to carry and he'll flip in. Puck rims all the way around and Hughes will have it. Pressed there by Ostergaard. Kicked free. Puck comes to Partanen. Partanen up to Sokolov. De Laurent, glove by Belotis. De Laurent against Kawaguchi. De Laurent wins it back. Back to the top to Hughes. Over to Duda. De Laurent gets it knocked away. Going to be a slashing call here. Kawaguchi against Laakkonen. Kawaguchi back to Olsen, to Arvidsson. Tebow with a slap shot blocked. Jeremiah back to Tebow with a drive. Doesn't get through. It'll come now on net after it kind of clangs off a few bodies in front. Jeremiah over to Arvidsson, to Kawaguchi. Arvidsson with a shot there, denied. 5.5 minutes now. Tebow now to Kawaguchi. He'll go cross ice to Jeremiah. Jeremiah just outside, 5 minutes now. Here in the third. And Jeremiah, he was wide open all by himself and he just clangs it right off the iron. Off the rebound on the Arvidsson shot. And he was unable to bury it. Marshall now. Over to Costa. Costa with a shot, doesn't get through. Olsen can't get that one through either. To the point to Tebow with a drive, and it doesn't get through either. Couple of blocks here, good. And they score there. It'll be Ostergaard with his second. So Montreal looked like they were doing a great job. Unable to hold the fort for that long. As a third straight power play goal for Toronto. This one going to be set up by Costa and Marshall on the play. 4.5 now. Toronto with a 5-0 lead on the Mammoths here. Duda across the blue line. Gets it over to Mikhailov. Mikhailov to Duda. With a chance denied there. Duda with a backhand and Belotis will hold that one. Healy now against Fetisov. And the puck will come out of the Toronto zone. So Stephenson will retreat to neutral ice. And now Ely looking to get into the Toronto end. And Fetisov will take it. Fetisov sticked away there. Stephenson pressed there by Fetisov. They'll dig away Ostergaard. He's looking for a hat trick here tonight. Turned it over there. And now Laakkonen with it. Laakkonen across the blue line. Laakkonen blockered away by Belotis. Puck comes out in front. Shakestead unable to get a shot away. Puck is loose and Costa will get it to Ostergaard, and Ostergaard will flip in. And Brewster up ice to Laakkonen. And now to Ely. Evgeny Ely stops. Tried to get it to the middle of the Laakkonen and can't get it through. Johansson, 2 minutes now. Toronto leading 5-0. All that's really still in play is Is Belotis going to come away with the shutout here tonight? Zavina with the stop there. He's given up 5 goals here tonight. It's been under siege at times. Kawaguchi now against Dubois. Minute 40. Left here, Kawaguchi wins it back. Over to Johansson, now to Olsen. Kawaguchi to Jeremiah. Jeremiah back within the high slot to Olsen. On his backhand. Olsen shot denied there by Zavina, and he'll hold. Hughes will come in to just make sure Kawaguchi steps away from his goaltender. Kawaguchi against Dubois. Kawaguchi wins it back. Alexanderson to Johansson. Down to Olsen along the far board. Sticked away. Kawaguchi will pick it up in the corner. One-timer by Olsen. Denied. Kovalev under a minute now. Bodied away from the puck. Dubois with it. Dubois will flip in deep. Puck will be picked up by Alexanderson. He'll kick it free. Over to Kawaguchi. Ice to Jeremiah. Jeremiah over to Olsen. Olsen will flip it in. Hughes with it. Hughes looking to advance up ice. Gets it out of the zone. Now Kovalev. 30 seconds now remaining here for Toronto. Johansson to Kawaguchi. Kawaguchi will clear the zone. Enter the zone. Enter the offensive end now, and he'll get it sticked away. Back on it. One-timer. Olsen will score. So Olsen makes it a 6-0 game. As Leif Olsen, set up by his line mates Jeremiah and Kawaguchi. So it looks like it will be, if anything, a 6-1, maybe a 6-0 game. They can just hold the fort here for the final 10 seconds. Slap shot there by Partonen, blocked to the corner. Olsen clears it up to Kawaguchi. He's bodied there. Acho to Sokolov. Loses the puck there. Johansson will pick it up, and that will do it. So Zigmar's Belotis will get the shutout here tonight in Toronto. An enormous win over their division rivals. The Montreal Mammoths come up short once again against the Royals, losing 6-0 here at home. Zigmar's Belotis with another tremendous start from the goaltender. As he continues to be definitely the front runner for the goalie of the year and in that conversation for the MVP, most valuable player of the season. So enjoy these last few highlights. We'll be with you for our post-game stats and information right after this. All right, so thank you for joining us for our post-game coverage of the Toronto Royals 6-0 victory over the Montreal Mammoths here tonight. Zigmar's Belotis with another great shutout, 3 power play goals for Toronto tonight. Take a look at the stats you have in front of you. Toronto with 42 shots on net, Montreal with 26. Hits go in favor of Toronto, 35-29. Face-offs for Montreal, 22-20. And then on the power play, 3 goals for Toronto here tonight. Goals from Ostergaard, Arvidsson, and Ostergaard, another one I should say. So 2 from Ostergaard and then 1 from Arvidsson here tonight. Take a look at the individual stats as they go 3-0-3. So an interesting little breakdown there. Jeremiah with 3 assists on the night. 3 points as well for Arvidsson, a goal and 2 assists. Kawaguchi with a goal and an assist as well. Ostergaard 2 goals, Costa with 2 assists, and then single points to Olsen and Allard with goals, and then Thibault, Alexanderson, Marshall, and Svensson with assists. So Johansson, Fetisov, Medved, Cousins, Sigurdsson, Bowman, and Long unable to come up with points here tonight. Our shots leaders, Olsen with 9, Arvidsson with 5, and Ostergaard with 5 as well. Jeremiah and Kawaguchi coming next with 4. Our hits leaders, we have Johansson with 9, Alexanderson with 7, and then Olsen and Jeremiah with 4 as well. And then the goaltending, the star of the game, 26 shots against. Zigmar's Belotis stopped all of them for his 2nd shutout on the season and a 1,000 save percentage. So another tremendous start from the Latvian goaltender. Definitely has been the best goaltender to this point in the season in a month plus here. And now for the Mammoths. Again, no points for anybody. So we'll head to the bottom there just so that you can see no points for anybody here. See the biggest minuses. There'll be Partonen and Hughes at a -3 and a -2. Our shots leaders. Oops. And it'll be Babcock with 4, Duda with 4, De Laurent 3, and a few more with 2. Hits leaders. Vincent with 8, Lackinen with 4, Deleron and M. Brewster with 3 as well. The goaltending, Jake Zavina, again, under siege, had 42 shots he faced tonight, came up with 36 saves for an .857 save percentage, so not terrible, but definitely 6 goals is not going to win you most. Giving up 6 goals is not going to win you most games in the PIHANA, especially when you're going up against Zigmars Belotis in this Toronto offense. So, head to our goals here. The first period, and we'll only be able to show the Ostergaard goal here. So Ostergaard, I don't know how he exactly is able to flip this home. He gets it basically at the goal line and just finds enough room between the skate and the post to beat Jake Zavina. See it one more time. Ostergaard there, just a little backhand flip and able to send it home. No goals in the second period. Then the third period, the Leif Olsson goal. Actually, we'll start with the Walter Arvidsson power play goal. Not sure why they showed us that part. Interesting. Jeremiah there, and then the little backhand by Arvidsson shovel as Jeremiah puts it on net, kicked out by Zavina, and then Arvidsson just shoves it back home. And then Ostergaard with his second power play goal of the evening. Little back post play. Puck is freed up. Marshall will turn, feed it over to Ostergaard, who has a lot of room. That one, not the sharpest angle he scored a goal from tonight, which is pretty incredible. And then the final goal, Leif Olsson set up there on the one-timer. Kawaguchi digs it from behind the net up to Jeremiah, and then a one-timer by Olsson, able to beat Jake Zavina. So that's going to do it for our coverage here from Montreal. A 6-0 win for the Toronto Royals tonight. Up next, we have the Boston Yachts and the Chicago Lakers Maritime Madness coming up next from Chicago. We'll be sending you out there right away. I am Les Talk. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you out in Chicago.